What's up, guys? It's Anam Khan. In this video, I want to talk about Mullen Automotive, ticker symbol MULN stock. This stock has been all over the news lately, good or bad, we'll talk about in this video. So a really good article came out last night by Stock News. And this article did a great job calling out all of the positives about the stock and the negatives about the stock. So in this video, I want to go over these positives and these negatives, and then at the end I want to give my opinion on whether or not you should buy this stock. Also, by the way, MULN stock is also all over the news because it's down almost 25 to 30% in the last week alone. So let's talk about this stock. Make sure you press the like button, subscribe to this channel, and let's get started. So for starters, analysts at BCG estimate that the worldwide battery EV sales will make up about 20% of global sales in 2025 and about 59% of global sales in 2035. Also, the US president has a very ambitious goal of having all cars be EV by 2030. Now, these two things are definitely going to benefit stocks like Mullen Automotive. However, Mullen Automotive has had a very difficult 2022. Stock is down 96.1% year to date and over 97% in the last year. So Mullen Automotive, the company in and of itself, owns various verticals of the business and synergistic businesses like Car Hub. We have Mullen Energy, and is developing two cars called the MULN 5 and the MULN Dragonfly, which I wasn't aware of. The MULN Dragonfly is their sports car. The MULN 5 is going to come out in 2024, hopefully, right? And the EV crossover, the MULN 5, received much higher pre-bookings than initially expecting. So that's a good sign. That is a good sign. I don't see a number though, so we can't really compare it to companies like Lucid or Tesla or something, but they got higher than what they were expecting. So that's a good sign. On September 8th, Mullen Automotive announced that they're taking over 60% of the controlling interest in an EV truck innovator called Bollinger Motors. It'll help them enter the medium-duty truck classes of 3-6 and B1 and B2. So that's a good move I see they're making. And also on November 2nd, they announced, this was probably one of the best news for their sheets, for the balance sheets. They announced that they're eliminating $13 million in company debt and reduced its debt from $30 million last year to less than $10 million this year, which is very good in this recessionary environment. Very good sign. However, I will note that although they cut down a lot of debt, they're still very, very far from profitability. Keep that in mind. Now, also, very big news is that they received $150 million to close the ELMS assets and accelerate EV production and delivery. This will help them get their product to the market faster, and it was really good that they locked down the cash because that's always difficult to do in a recessionary environment. And also, something else that will benefit Mullen Automotive is the fact that third quarter of 2022 saw EV sales of 200,000, which is a new record. And I believe this number is up 67% higher than the same quarter last year. So that is a good sign for Mullen Automotive. Now, let's switch gears a little bit. These were some of the positives about the stock. Let's talk about some of the negatives about the stock. So, let's see. By the way, I guess this could be neutral. The CEO, David Michery, he's really random. This guy doesn't have a bachelor's degree or college degree from what it seems, which, okay, that's not a big deal. But this guy comes from the entertainment industry. This guy was big in the music industry, like a big shot. And that's how he earned his fame and his money. And then he figured, why not start an EV company? So it is a little bit concerning that the guy has no genuine background or knowledge in engineering or business in the automotive business, in the automotive industry. So that is a little bit concerning. Also, the CEO received 9.62 million shares as part of his performance stock award. And now he only has 2.53 million shares. And some articles said that he sold 750,000 shares literally the next day after receiving them. Now, is this a red flag? Not necessarily, but you know, it's not the best look. A lot of times it gives off the vibe that you yourself don't believe in the company that you're basically running. I'll give you the best example. Everyone compares people to Elon Musk. Elon Musk said he will hold on to the shares as long as possible. He'll be the last out First in, last out. Now, yeah, you can make the argument he sold a lot of his shares to buy Twitter right now. But the fact of the matter is, he stuck through Tesla through the difficult parts, and he did not sell a single share during that time. So I guess, take from that news what you will. Now, another negative aspect that could hurt Mullen Automotive is the fact that interest rates are a lot higher, and that will obviously deter buyers from buying EV cars. EV cars tend to be a bit more expensive now. I know Mullen Automotive is trying to have a budget EV car, but still that will stop some people from buying a brand new car. Also, the EV credits that the US president put out there, they have some restrictions that prove them to be counterproductive, which doesn't always help. Now, let's talk about their balance sheet. Their financials are a little weak. The loss of operations widened 184%. Net loss widened 289%. All of this in the last year. And the net loss per share narrowed by 94%. And again, we're talking the same quarter last year. And this is to 16 cents now, net loss per share. And if you compare their profitability, obviously it's a lot lower than everyone else in the industry. They are a new company. You can't expect them to be profitable so early on. It took Tesla years to do that. But that is obviously not a good look for Mullen Automotive also. And you add into the fact that they're trading below the 50-day and the 200-day moving averages, and that indicates a downtrend. And now, I'm not the biggest fan of technical analysis. I think that a lot of times it's after the fact. It doesn't really give you any significant knowledge early on. I feel like it's post-processing. Like, stuff happens to the stock, and then technical analysis tries to explain it. So I never really found technical analysis like that valuable. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, that is something to note, that they're trading way below their 50-day and 200-day moving average. And now my final opinion on this stock is that personally I do, and this is not financial advice, I'm just a random guy on YouTube, I personally would stay away from this stock. It's just, I don't think times like these, like this recessionary environment that we're seeing, high interest rates, they're just not good times to buy low or mid-cap stocks, in my opinion. Stick with the bigger names if you want to invest. Why not invest in Tesla or something, right? Tesla is actually really down right now, especially because Elon Musk is diluting it to buy Twitter, or just selling off his shares. Sorry, that's what I meant. So stick to the bigger boys during this time. Mullen Automotive still has a lot to prove. It's good that they paid off a lot of their debt, especially in this high interest environment. That was a smart move, but they still have a lot of work to do to prove themselves. So if you found this video helpful, you found it valuable, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, bye.